Hello, lovely people. It's Briony from the Somatherapy Collective. I have been missing MIA through video over the last 4 weeks because I decided at the very last minute to take part in Ramadan. And it has been extremely wonderful space and time for me to reflect and to be really quite close and intimate with not just community and family, but also my own spiritual pathway, which is the anchoring and a deep part of who I am and the work that I do on the day-to-day. My own spiritual journey and pathway has shifted and changed over the years, and it is right now in this current climate in the world, it is so important for me, and I think many, to stop and to go inward. And that doesn't mean that we're not still part of the world and responding and showing up. There was an intersection for me, and when there's an intersection, it's really important to listen and to stop and to slow down. And so I took the month of Ramadan to stop, reflect, slow down, and find myself at a new threshold in my own journey and my own spiritual curiosity and knowledge. And I wanted to remind you that when all else in front of you looks and feels overwhelming and you don't know the next step to take, you could have many steps to take and you're not sure which one, and the head is cycling and you're ruminating and you have lots of different influences outside you pushing you in different directions. The one thing that I have learnt on my journey over many, many years, like we're talking 30 years now of kneeling at the feet of creator of the source, is that stopping and breathing. Is that handing it over in whichever way feels right for you and asking for guidance. And if that's not something you feel comfortable with, slowing down enough to engage in creative endeavors that bring presence to your life and that can bring through those creative streams clarity. When things get busy and noisy around us and in our bodies, we tend to go the same patternings that we know that have seen us through some really challenging times. And when we're doing nervous system work and when we're meeting unprecedented times like we're meeting right now in the world and in our systems and in the collective, we need to also start to form new patterns and new ways of showing up. And when we get railroaded or when we get caught up in the flurry of everything, we go to what we know. When we stop at the intersections of our life, when we stop at the points of overwhelm, stress, I don't know which step to take, what direction to go. When we pause, we breathe and we stop, we can gain so much clarity in the next step by just listening to our own physiology, our own body, and following what feels pleasurable, following our joy, following what feels congruent with where we're at and who we are and what our values are and where we are wanting to grow from or plant in. And it's in that slow, it's in the presence, it's in cultivating that in so many different ways, creatively, esoterically, faith-based, connecting with others, being outside in nature, connecting with our children, reading, seeking knowledge. Like it can be in so many places where we can find presence and we can slow down and then trust in that presence to know the next step forward. And that is what Ramadan has been for me. And that is a constant practice for me of cultivation for many, many tens and tens of years, many, many years, that I have got a really good anchoring and understanding of now. So slow down, bring presence. It's so important right now that's where we need to come back to, is the present.